Hello everybody and welcome to this Train Sim World news video. Today we're going to be looking at the March roadmap which released earlier this week. I haven't been super quick to make a video on it, but here is the video nonetheless. So I'll look at first the official graphic. If you want to read this in detail, then pause the video here. And we'll have a look. So there's only one new thing from previous roadmaps, which is the Loco Bundle add-on. Now, we'll look at this Loco Bundle. It's a new enhancement pack. It's from Dovetail Games. If you watched my recent huge leak video, where I talk about a 700 and Preston to Blackpool and a BNSF and AE, a 403, all of that stuff, this is some of the content from that. So the 403 has turned into a 403, an ICE3 with a pride stripe. The BNSF has turned into a BNSF SD70 ACE. The OG BR has turned into a class 37-7. So I'll sort of go through this again. So we got the BNSF SD70 ACE as part of this Loco bundle, the ICE3, which is the 403 variant with the Pride livery, which is the instead of the red stripe, it's a rainbow. The ICE1 with a green stripe, which I don't have a screenshot of here, but it's basically like the other ICE3 403 that we currently have. You know, it has a green stripe around the front. It's that, but an ICE1. And we have the Rail Operations Group, class 37-7, which is the top screenshot. And a Southeastern unrefurbished class 375-9 in white livery. Now, this is all very exciting, and it is very cool to get a new 37 and a new 375 and everything else. If we come back to this slide, you can see the cab layout of the 37-7, and it does look, there are obviously similarities to the 37 that we have in the game, but there are obviously other differences like TPWS underneath the GSMR radio and that brake panel on top. And of course, if we have a look at the screenshot on the top, there's Delner couplers and air hoses to allow them to couple to the class 375s. So I'll move on now. There's no release date for this, so there's not much more really to talk about. We'll come on to the existing content that has sort of been rehashed or talked about a bit more in the roadmap article. So we've got Linke Rheinstrecke, which is the West Rhine Railway from Dovetail Games. This is going to be set in the 1990s, goes from Mainz to Koblenz, which is 92 kilometers long. It has 22 stations. It comes with the DBBR 103, 110, AVMZ and BVMZ intercity wagons, N-Wagon for local passenger services and its cab car, the Shims U708 and TADGS 959 freight cars. It will have 250 services plus 51 services on layers, and those layers are the IC1 from Kassel to Würzburg and the DBBR 628 from the Niedertalbahn. And we also know the release date for this. It releases on the 16th of March. One thing to note is that they were going to implement PIS screens that were period accurate, but they couldn't be bothered because it was too hard, so they gave up. Because people were complaining about Trenton having inaccurate PIS. So they tried to make an accurate one, but they couldn't, so they're just not having any PIS now. Whatever, you win some, you lose some. Next is the Niedertalbahn from Train Sim Germany. So one thing that we know now is that we also will get the DBBR 363. I don't know why I said 365. It's the 36. Is it the? It's the 365. I got a bit confused there. So getting the 628 and the 635, the 365. The 365 is the shunter in the top right there in the blue, and the 628 is the rail car in the turquoise. Both are very nice. The route looks fantastic, as I expect from Train Sim Germany. It has layers for the 103 and the 110 in that's only for AI on passing main lines, because of course they're electric trains, and this is a diesel branch, the first diesel line in Germany. 62 services, which is to be expected because it's a single track line, but you know, still lots of potential there. And again, it's from Train Sim Germany, so it will be good. A full run will be 50 minutes end to end, and some new features are manual level crossings, AI whistle activations at boards, and German semaphore signals. And we don't have a release date for this one. One thing I should mention also for the Niedertalbahn and also for Linke Rheinstrecke is that I've made videos on these before. Obviously, there's new detail coming out in each of these articles, but I've made videos on them before, and they'll be in the top right in the cards, in the info cards. So there's more information in those videos. If you're interested, you can have a look at them. Next, we have the Midland Main Line. This is very highly anticipated. In the recent poll that I asked you guys, if you haven't voted, go into it in the community tab. In the recent poll, almost all of you said that you were going to get this above the other things that are coming soon. So we'll have a look. The Midland Main Line, this is from Skyhook Games. It's set in 2019. It comes with the Class 158 as pictured, and the VP 185 engined high-speed train, Class 43. Both are in East Midlands Trains livery. There are 12 stations along 30 miles of route across the two branches from from Leicester to Derby and Nottingham. And there are some new features. You have MCBs controlling saloon lighting and various other parts of the train that previously you couldn't interact with, and also lockable crew doors. I'm not quite sure what that means, but it means something. We don't know the amount of services, and we don't know when it will release, and we don't currently have any more information. So that's about all that I can say with regards to that. I have also done a video on this route. You can have a look at that in the cards as well. I talk about all of the potentials for that a lot more in that video. Next, we have the West Cornwall Steam Rail Tour. This is the second time we've heard about this at all. I haven't added it, but I haven't added this to the bottom of this slide because I'm lazy and I forgot. But this releases on the 14th of March, so that is coming up very soon in 3 days time. So West Cornwall Steam Rail Tour from Rivet Games. 2 liveries for the LMS Jubilee, and that's a crimson red livery as you can see in the top, and a black livery as you can see in the bottom. The Jubilee comes with AWS, a speedo, custom headboards, and battery-powered tail lights. And this is because it's set not in the modern day, but closer to the modern day. So it has all of these things. Comes with 5 scenarios and 4 services for West Cornwall local. And also for Edinburgh to Glasgow, there is 1 service for the Jubilee and 2 for the Class 37-5. But you only need West Cornwall local to get this add-on. So if you have West Cornwall local, you don't need to buy the West Cornwall Steam Rail Tour to get the Steam services for, or the 1 Steam service for Edinburgh to Glasgow. Which I don't quite or maybe it's you only need a West Cornwall local for the 37-5. I don't quite know. It was really strangely worded. But yeah, bear that in mind. So that looks quite nice as well, and it releases on the 14th of March. And finally, that's a slide that I forgot to take off. Ignore my incompetence. You would think I know how to do this. I'll talk about some other things as well. There's the content manager for PlayStation 5 coming out. released actually. There's HST livery designer compatibility and a whole host of other things. I'll come back up to the actual graphic. So got the add-on manager, which is coming soon. Derailing improvements, save game improvements, performance optimization, Oakville sub, Peninsula Corridor, Rhine Austin, 187 audio, all of this kind of stuff. And of course we've still got the Ambergate Chinley coming as well, and the 420 EMU and the Ludmiller, the 232. So there's lots of stuff coming soon. Lots of stuff to look forward to. But that's about it for this roadmap. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If anything is still confusing or you need a bit more explanation, do let me know in the comments. I respond to all of them. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a lovely day, and goodbye.